The Fall Guy is directed by David Lietch and stars Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Hannah Waddingham, Stephanie Sue, and Winston Duke. Let's get into it.
That's me, Colt Sievers, and this is my hero's journey.
Or just start from the top.
Now, you're going to see a lot of things online about this movie, and some of them are true, some of them are slightly true, and then some of them are just disingenuous. I am going to tell you how it is and what my thoughts are on this film, so let's get into it. I like this movie. Is it a great movie? Absolutely not. Is it a terrible movie? Absolutely not. There are comparisons being made to Argylle and comparisons being made to Babylon. And truthfully, this movie is as similar to those movies as a James Bond is similar to Argylle, and a movie about movie making is similar to Babylon. I like this movie, and I liked both of those previous movies, some more than the others. The Fall Guy I find to be an entertaining popcorn summer blockbuster. It's the summer. Like, it's really fun. Like, if you go into this movie expecting a drama, you're not going to enjoy it. If you go into this movie expecting to eat popcorn, I don't see how you don't enjoy this movie. It's really fun. Is it too long? Absolutely. Is it a perfect movie? Absolutely not. What David Lietch movie is? That's what I would ask you. But if you liked Bullet Train, and you liked John Wick, and you liked watching Ryan Gosling with the most charm he's ever had, like, come on. Like, this movie's made for you. It's so good. Ryan Gosling is in his era, and I don't know when it began. I don't want it to ever end. And I'm just having a blast going year in and year out, watching him having a blast making a movie. And Ryan Gosling is most of the reason this movie works. You just love him, man. Like, there's something very particular about him. And it's Ryan Gosling. So, like, there's nothing about him that resonates with me. But, dude, does he develop this character in a way where you relate to him and you feel his pain and you feel his embarrassment and all of these other things? Ryan Gosling is just, dude, we just don't deserve him. Like, protect him at all costs. Let's talk about Colt Sievers, his character. Dude, he's so charismatic without attempting to be charismatic. He has these things about him that are often misunderstood because they just seem like he's just doing them because it's the thing that a stuntman would do. But what we don't understand is the thing that stuntmen do are more similar to what an athlete would do if he or she would get injured on a basketball court, a football field, etc., etc., etc. It's really cool the way they develop a specific storyline. And I think that moment when that's revealed really, really pays off. And it's all because Ryan Gosling really earned your trust, and his charm, dude, it's like Barbie level Ken charm, and it just works. I would be curious to watch this movie on a second rewatch because I didn't love Barbie on the second rewatch, but I had a great time watching The Fall Guy the first time and had a great time watching Barbie the first time, and it's all because of Ryan Gosling. Emily Blunt's pretty good in this movie. I wouldn't say she's fantastic. Everything she does in this movie, you're also charmed by her. Like, there's no performance in this movie that is bad. I don't think this one is as charismatic as Ryan Gosling's. Also, I don't think she had as much to do as Ryan Gosling. I think that's important to mention here. But nonetheless, like, you do buy her as the director. You do buy her as the ex-girlfriend who has issues with Ryan Gosling's character at the time. And I do think there is a level of her character that feels like she might be in a little over her head, and you really buy that. And I think that personally resonates with me with different things that I've thought I was good enough to do at the time, and I just simply was not, until I realized that it just took doing it for the first time. And then if you don't get that, then I don't know what's going to resonate with you. Hannah Waddingham. When I first saw the trailers for this, I was like, I don't know that I'm going to like her in this role. I don't know why I thought that after watching Ted Lasso for 3 seasons. Because this just feels like her character is just the coked out version of her character in Ted Lasso. And dude, did I just love it. Like, I was really shocked. There was something about her character in the trailers that I just couldn't get behind. And Waddingham does a great job of convincing you that this character of this producer is real, and you buy into it. And dude, it just feels so incredibly like an exaggerated, authentic version of what it would actually look like. And I really dug that. Winston Duke, dude, I want to say I was shocked by his performance because I know he's really good. I didn't like Us, but he was really good in Us. He's really great in the Black Panther. And I like seeing this side of him. I think there was a little bit more of him in this than there was in Us. Maybe not as much as the Black Panther, but there was certainly something here, and they're super thin characters, first of all. But each of these actors and actresses bring something to it where there feels like there's more depth than there is. And Winston Duke, I think, does the most heavy lifting. He's really good at just making this character feel really real. And maybe it's because he's a stunt coordinator, right? And this movie is very much a love letter to stunt artists or choreographers, stunt coordinators. And I just think he really embodied that character in such a way that it was super believable and super authentic. There was nothing exaggerated about it. He just really felt like he was a guy who wanted to make a movie and make a movie really well. And I really like that specific character trait. Now let's talk about David Lietch in the movie. So if you know anything about David Lietch, I don't think he's a great director. I don't think he's a bad director. I liked Bullet Train a lot. The thing about Bullet Train is it felt like a bunch of moments combined into a 2-hour film. This movie, I wouldn't say feels like that, but the second act of this movie really unravels really quick. There's a moment in this movie that I'm like, they're landing the plane. I kind of like this like pseudo parody of a James Bond, almost like Kingsman thing they're going for. It really works. I was shocked by that. And the movie just kept going and it kept going and it kept going and it kept going. There's like 3 endings in this movie. And each of the endings I do think are actually really good endings. It's just that it felt like they thought of 3 endings, so they made 3 endings to the movie. The James Bond parody element of the ending that I think really works. And then there's very much a love letter to the stunt teams on movies. And that ending, dude, if I wish personally they would have found a way to make the ending of the James Bond parody pair more well with the stunt ending, because oh my God. At times it kind of looks like a Netflix movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Definitely does. CGI isn't the best in this movie, but at the level at which the choreography and the blocking is hitting, dude, you feel like the love that was put into the movie of making. And I think that's what made Monkey Man really, really work for me, is the movie wasn't particularly objectively great, right? Like there were issues in that movie, but you could feel Dev Patel's love for making that movie. You could feel his passion that went into making that movie. And I could feel the love, the passion, and the love letter for stunt coordinators here. And it really, really, really worked. So with all that being said, if you have seen the movie The Fall Guy, what did you think? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.